Okay, now how do you validate clusters? So the goal is to obtain useful and meaningful clusters, and the clusters that we can interpret. So if we have clusters of combination of observations that do not, we are not able to interpret it properly, have some common features among the observations, we are not able to find common features, then those clusters are useless. So we need to examine the cluster observations and then see what the common features are. When we will look at one methodology for that when we get to SAS Enterprise Miner cluster node. So it is possible that by random chance you have some clusters that they have no meaning at all. So in which case cluster analysis does not help us very much. Okay, and so we need to obtain summary statistics and compare, and you can also look at the training set and then have a validation set and apply the cluster methodology in the validation set and see whether the similar observations get added to the same clusters as in the train set. Yeah. Now, desirable cluster features, stability, okay, or cluster assignments are sensitive to slight change in input values. Even small changes in input values, if the cluster assignment changes, then that's not very stable. That's one. And the second more important one is the sum of squares of error. So you have clusters and you want within clusters the observations to be very close to each other, not much separation. So which means if you compute the errors within the clusters, you want the errors to be close to zero. And you want different clusters to be well separated. So that means the error among clusters, okay, and you want that to be large. So you need a ratio of cluster variations within clusters and among clusters. Among clusters, you want it to be high. Within cluster, you want it to be very small.